Whatever. It's fine. So.
No. Oh boy.
So we. Are you all okay? You're good, Sam. You're good. See, you look better than most of the time. You look better than you usually do. Because you have
So
a
I
cool
look
background.
bad?
No, you didn't like not having a cool background. Do you want to be a little bigger? There.
Do we need to be that close to my face?
Well, your face needs to take up a decent amount of the screen. Here you go.
We are Mere Casuals.
So we're discussing our video for anyone listening, if I include this in the episode. So we are gonna introduce ourselves. We are Mere Casuals, a World of Warcraft podcast that focuses on Season of Discovery, a World of Warcraft seasonal server. I'm Josh / Will Riker.
I'm Alan.
Oh, not all at once.
Go ahead, Al.
No,
Somebody say something.
something.
Hold on. I'm going to lower my
I'm
new chair a little bit.
Sam / Rolaren. And just because Dimitri thinks it's cool, also Fat Cow.
Okay, I like
with
the
a
name.
PH.
I don't think my chair goes any lower than this.
So pretty hot and tempting cow.
What?
So pretty hot and tempting cow.
Yes. That's kind of what that means, but I don't know.
Oh.
I just thought it sounded funny because cows are fat.
Well, it's from the
and
Chris
it's like
Rock.
a different. It's like a
Chris
different
Rock?
spelling of fat. Is it from Chris Rock? I feel like
Chris
that's
Rock.
before my time.
No, not Chris Rock. It was a different guy. He was in Fifth Element. He had the high pitched
Tucker?
voice. Yeah, it's Chris Tucker. I knew it was a Chris, but
One of the Chris's.
he was in a movie that I didn't watch, but it was in the preview because they thought it was funny. But Charlie Sheen was in the movie, and he introduces his wife, who I think
Was
is
it
played
Apocalypse
by-
Now? Or was that
No.
Martin Sheen?
Yeah.
It's one of the Sheens.
And then Denise Richards was in it as well, I believe. Anyway, he saw her and goes, "You're fat." And she just looked at him as like, PHAT, pretty hot and tempting.
That sounds like a line from a movie. I don't know what movie that is. Charlie Sheen and Denise Richards and Chris Tucker?
Yeah. It was a winner for sure.
Is that how Denise Richards and Charlie Sheen made a baby?
Possibly. And I'm not 100%
Like with each other?
sure.
Yes, they have a kid together.
I had no
I'm
idea.
not, I'm not
I didn't even
100%
know they knew each other.
My background looks dumb. What?
Background doesn't look dumb.
Fine. Your background is Zangermarsh. I'm not entirely sure that I got all the right actors in that, but I'm pretty sure I did.
Yeah, sounds right. I have no idea what movie it is, but I don't. It sounds like a very 90s movie. And I didn't watch that many 90s movies.
Well,
I mean, I watched a lot of them, but not that
they
type of
weren't
90s
good.
Watched
movie.
a lot of
They
Disney.
weren't good
90s
like the
movies.
80s movies.
There are a
Breakfast
lot of
Club?
terrible 80s movies.
Someone
Breakfast
tried
Club
to
was good.
revive you.
There are no, I'm just in rain. I'm waiting till the progress reaches.
Oh.
There are very few good 80s movies. There are a few. There are some good 80s movies, but most of them are just absolute garbage.
I'm so tired. I got 1.5, maybe 2 hours sleep last night.
Well, that doesn't seem like enough.
Yeah, I was sitting at a desk doing my job today. Holy crap, was it so hard to stay awake?
Oh, so you were at a desk. 'Cause
Oh.
We went to Costco and we were like, maybe Al's not at work. Maybe he lied to us. Maybe he's sneaking in naps when he should be working.
Well, I was trying to sneak in a knack. You're not wrong about that.
Sneaking a
completely.
knack?
Yeah,
I was
trying
sneaking in a knack.
I was trying to neep in a sack.
Ew. So we've introduced ourselves,
And
and
then
we
we
wanted to. I feel like this is going to be another week where we just talk about Season of Discovery because nobody's done anything but that. You haven't played any Wrath, have you, Al?
No, I've just gone and I've tried to liquidate everything, even right down to some grays that were in my bag because I used TSM.
Yeah.
So that was.
Did you get enough for another WoW token?
Oh, I have enough for another WoW token. I'm waiting for it to drop so I can hopefully get 2.
What is it at right now?
Well, last I checked, it was 8 something.
8 something.
Yeah. Oh,
Man, you
Blazing
should have
Bob's
bought a
talking-
bunch when it was at 4.
Blazing Bob's talking to me now. He got so breaking news. Blazing Bob got Leggings of the Fan finally. Leggings of the Fang finally got them
Yeah,
after
we-
20 stealth runs.
We need to do runs for that because you need those leggings of the Fang. I need the Cobron's belt or whatever, clasp or grasp or whatever it's called. Sam
wouldn't
needs
mind-
to come with us.
I wouldn't mind
and
Venom's fight.
I
want
wasn't
Venom's fight.
invited, so
You're invited now. You're our healer now. Let's jump right
Sam.
in. Let's jump right into Season of Discovery talk because there is news in the world of Sam.
Let me ask this question.
Sam was
Do you,
I was asking
pay,
a question. I was asking a question, Sam.
yes, Alan.
do you pay a subscription?
Yes.
So you're paying to play the game. Why do we have to invite you to play the game?
Oh,
You've
when you
already
guys go to
seen-
dungeons and Josh is like, "Oh, me, Al, Bob, and Mel are all going to Wailing Caverns, but I know you'll probably be asleep, so you can't come."
Okay, so here's the
Was I
okay.
sleeping?
yes.
Were-
Here's the
were those-
explanation. We started that run.
Mm-mm, I was awake then.
Al said something. I think
What?
Were those the exact words he said?
Yes.
pretty close.
Did you say that you can't come?
Yes. Yeah, he nodded. He said, "Yeah."
No, you said you couldn't come. You said you'd be asleep
No.
because we started.
I just want to be included. You could at least ask me, and I want to be like, "No, I'm not coming."
but
I want it to be
Right,
my
right.
idea, not your
Why
idea.
is, it always,
here's-
why is it always the man's job to ask? You
because
come.
Uh,
we
Which reminds me,
shut up.
can I finish this one story really quick?
No.
No.
So yesterday was our staff Christmas
Oh.
party, and I was
Okay.
leaving work at 6:30 when I should have been leaving at 5:30. Anyway, one of my supervisors there, we'll call him Josh because that's his name. But he looked at me and he goes, "Oh, are you coming tonight?"
gross.
Ew.
I looked at him and I looked at him with a puzzled face. And I went, "Oh, the Christmas party? No." But the rest is none of your business. He just-
You gotta throw in the 4 or 5 seconds just of horror, just a horrified look on your face before
I
you
did.
answer.
I did.
So I
It
need
was
to quickly explain the oh wow. Am I that loud?
Yes.
Yeah, we're playing that.
I need to quickly explain. I'm gonna have to turn that down a little.
Not
I'm
inviting
gonna
Sam.
quickly explain the dungeon run. Okay. So
But
we
wait,
had
who?
talked
Wait,
about
but
doing
wait,
a dungeon run.
wait. Who was the fifth person?
There
was
was
no
no
fifth
fifth
person.
person.
Oh, so
You're
I
the
could have
fifth person.
come.
Oh my god.
Technically.
Oh my god.
So
There was a spot there for you. You just didn't take it. Okay, Josh, your turn.
let me tell you what was happening. So we were doing Wailing Caverns. We were getting together and collecting ourselves up and getting ready for the run starting at 8:30,
Okay.
which you may recognize as half an hour to an hour after you go to bed.
Okay.
We were doing this dungeon with Bob and Mel. So when you do a dungeon with Bob and Mel, you expect to start the dungeon approximately an hour after the set time that you're going to start. So we started actually running the dungeon at about 9:30, which you may recognize as in the middle of your night's sleep.
Now,
You were not conscious anymore. I could hear you snoring all the way down
But
here.
I don't
You were
snore.
asleep. That's what
now
you
I
think.
did.
I don't
I
snore.
did take
So
a
I could
screenshot.
have.
What?
I did take a screenshot. Right at the time, I said, "This is how much time I had to cut off of our dungeon run before we actually went in the dungeon." It was an hour.
It was a
pretty
full
much
hour.
right
It
at
was
an
kind
hour.
of funny.
But
But here's the
Without
thing.
you say the words "you can't come," you also said you're too low level. Kind of the
You
same thing,
were,
but it's still the same thing.
Yeah, you were level 13. You could barely even zone in. But here's the thing, though. We want to do more runs and we want to include you.
But if I don't want to be
because-
included now,
Did you get anything cool this week on
And
your
that's all
mage,
I
Sam?
yeah, you can't ask me that. I don't remember.
You don't remember if you got any cool runes that are
Oh.
particularly helpful in a group?
Yeah.
She needs a little healing.
Talk about your runes, Sam.
Well, do you want to talk about how long it took me to get them to drop, and then
yeah,
realizing
yeah,
they
you
were
should
my
tell.
right?
You should tell that story. Tell the story, Sam.
It didn't take long for them to drop.
I don't even know where to start.
Start with.
My
What?
video went out.
Oh, why?
It went back. I don't know.
Oh, weird. Okay, so
Oh, because
tell
you had
them-
a green screen. You must have moved, and it overlapped you.
Maybe. So start with the other day when we decided we were going to go to the cave And what?
Nothing.
Start with the other day when we decided we were going to
Okay,
go to
so
the
what is
cave
the
and
ga-
farm some of your runes.
Gauged. Cave. What's the cave for the?
Skull Rock.
Yeah. Okay.
Just
So we
outside
went
of
in there
Orgrimmar.
to do a quest. We
So
did the quest. We
we're
got the
backing
rune,
up.
not the rune,
we're
but we got
backing
the
up a
ring.
week or
Was
so
it the
ago.
ring? Right.
It was an the
Stone.
the Legionnaires something. The hidden enemies quest.
Yeah.
We did the hidden enemies quest.
And then we needed to do something with the elite that was in there.
He's not an elite. He's just level 14. We had to kill him, and he drops a quest starting item as well.
Okay, so we did that. We got
Yes.
we finished the quest, and then I keep getting all these mage scrolls and all these things, and I'm like, I don't know what to do with these, so I keep putting them in my bank. So I put them all in my bank, and Josh looked up. My video went out on my phone.
It looks fine to me. Don't worry about it.
And then Josh is like, "Oh, 2 of your runes drop off of the Frighteners, Fanatics."
One of them
Fanatics.
drops off the Fanatic.
And then the other one drops off the level 14 dude.
The Gazoos, I think, was his name.
So then we went back in and we farmed it for a good hour?
At least, yeah, it was a while.
So we were in there. We got Al to come join us. Did we get Brad to come join us for that one?
No, he did something else with us.
Okay.
He did the dungeon run with us.
Yeah. So then we were doing that. We were farming it for an hour, and Josh is like, just check to see if it's in your bank. So we were farming my runes for a good hour to find out they were in my bank already.
Well, yeah, the first one, you checked the first one was in your bank.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I guess we don't have to kill those then. I was like, wait a minute, check the second one. And
Yeah.
the second one was also in your bank. Because your runes come in the form of
the
scrolls that you have to use a charm of comprehension on.
Yeah.
So you just thought they were normal scrolls and threw them in your bank.
Because I still haven't figured out what those are for.
But we got small
But I
amounts of
got my
experience while doing it.
healing one.
Regeneration.
No,
that wasn't from the cave. That was from no,
cave.
we had to go for the regeneration one. We had to go. It was somewhere else. Where else did we
Rage Fire.
No, it wasn't Rage Fire. That we
No,
just did
the
for fun.
rune that I don't remember the runes I got from the cave then.
I think it was the one where you put the ring, the line of fire on the ground. The AoE thing. Remember, you fire your firebolt,
Sam's line of
and it leaves a bunch of fire on the ground, and it's like AoE, and we were pulling the mobs into it.
Yeah, that's
That
the one we
was
got
one
into
of
the
them.
cave.
Yeah, that was one in the cave, and there's another one.
That was the
For
regeneration.
that's not regeneration. That's fire on the ground that does damage. For the regeneration one, we had to.
No.
Shoot, where did we have to go for that?
Did
I don't remember.
Those are the only 2 runes I got.
chest.
Were they?
Yes.
Oh,
What about the
Coldheart
chest?
booty chest. It was the booty chest.
The
Your
booty.
regeneration was the booty chest.
Oh, do you want to hear a story about that one?
Was I there?
Yeah.
But yeah, you can tell the story.
So Al and I and Josh were killing the what is it
Trying to
called?
get the
Vampires?
We were killing centaurs in search of booty.
Yeah. So we killed how many? Hundreds.
Many.
So
Several
probably
million.
for a good hour.
Yeah.
As soon as Al's like, "Oh, I'm going to bed," he logs off, exits group, the key drops.
Yeah, it was like 2 or 3 kills after you left.
Bad luck guy.
Like it was
And-
like a couple kills after you logged off. I got the key.
Yeah, because you know how I kept saying, "Oh, I got like 2 keys like back to back really quick when I was killing centaurs." What we did was after you left, we went up to the north oasis where I got my keys to drop, and we started killing stuff there and keys. So maybe that spot is luckier.
Well, when I was there with my hunter, one dropped immediately.
Yeah, well,
There's
there you
not
go.
a rune in there though for me.
Is there not a hunter rune in there? Okay. Because I know we have discovered that. Well, we didn't discover. I'm sure lots of people know this. But we found out for ourselves that there are actually a lot of crossover between, like, there's a lot of mobs that drop a rune for 2 or 3 classes. So there's some crossover, because I know we went and did the frozen crab guy in Durotar. I helped like 2 or 3 people get their rune there before realizing that I also have a rune that drops off the same one.
Yeah, but wouldn't you have looted it and it
I don't think I helped with my warlock. I think
I
I was
went
there
with your
with
shaman? Because we had to go
I
back
don't
with
have
your
a shaman.
I went over to help Brad with that.
I know we helped Al, I think. We helped some random guy. We
Did
got
you help me with
Nerd.
that one? I don't think you did. No, I went in there with some randos.
Okay. Well, we've
crap.
killed it a few times.
Was that the
before
time I
realized.
went with my mage to get it, and then you're like, okay, drop group, join these people.
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
But if you joined with me, you would have gotten it as well.
Yeah, that's what it was, because Sam needs it too. And we got there and there was a group of 4 already waiting to kill it. So Sam dropped group and joined them, and I waited out, not realizing that I also needed it. And I had to go back at a later time because I hadn't looked up my runes yet. But yeah. But we got your regeneration rune and we tested it out around the same time. My warlock got my Voidwalker tank pet. And the difference between me and Sam running around with me having an imp and her not being able to heal, and me running around with a Voidwalker and her being able to heal, was like night and day. Like, we can do anything now. Like, I think we could go clear Molten Core at level 15. Like, it's crazy good. But that all to say, the one healing rune Sam got on her mage, it actually works pretty well, like surprisingly well. Like, she throws it on whoever she's healing, they get some healing from the cast, and then all the arcane damage goes into healing, and even not being arcane spec at all, it actually does some decent amount of healing. Like, it's a functional amount of healing. And there's 2 more healing runes she can get as well. So I'm thinking with Sam healing, we could totally go in and farm bosses in Wailing Caverns. Because while she's healing, she's also doing damage.
And fishing in Gromgal.
That doesn't take a whole lot of heals, I don't think. Fishing in Gromgal.
Yeah, because pretty much if you aggro, you're dying, heals or not.
Where's Gromgal? That sounds... Oh, in Stranglethorn.
Stranglethorn?
Yeah. I was like, that sounds familiar. Where is that? We played Alliance for so long, I forgot that was a thing. So, are you eating mangoes still, Sam?
Yeah.
I have
for school lunches.
I have swum from Booty Bay to Gromgal and back.
Just for fun?
Well, I was looking for pools, so I got a couple pools. I got a couple kills too. Like, I got killed a couple times.
So have you gotten anything good from fishing? Apparently you can get some decent stuff from fishing.
Well, there's some bags in there and stuff, but no, I didn't get anything yet. But well, actually, I got Stone Scale Eel. That'll be good for end game.
Eventually.
Well,
I feel like there's nothing you can do with it yet because professions aren't high enough.
If I'm out there, I might as well grab it while I'm there.
Well, yeah. Stockpile a little bit.
I'm going to be leveling an alchemist, so grabbing the black oil fish and the firefin fish is a good idea. But I got a green that I think I can send to Sam to disenchant. It might give her some higher level stuff.
I can make greater wands now. Do you need one?
I need one.
Oh yeah, I have it in the bag for you.
I got a couple bolts of rune cloth bolts.
Why? Oh, from fishing?
Yeah.
So that'll sit in your bank for a while?
No, I'm hoping it's gonna sit in Sam's bank.
I have so many mage scrolls
Sam's
in there.
gonna need to either clear some of her bank out. That reminds me, Sam, are you feeling as grumpy today? Is there anything you need to do?
Oh, well, I have this. Should I take a bite?
Sam brought a Snickers.
I'm waiting to see what she transforms into when she eats it.
Oh yeah,
I hope Betty White.
Is that one of the commercials?
Yeah.
Why? Do you
want to? Are you going to be good for this episode now that you've had a Snickers, Sam?
I actually don't want it. Do you want it?
I just want a bite. I don't want a lot of it.
Betty White is dead.
Shut up.
Who said shut up? You both said something at the same time.
I said what?
She died in 99.
At 99, not in 99.
99 was 24 years ago.
No, when did she die? Because she died at a time where
last year.
2020. Wasn't it?
It was recent.
Oh, it was the pandemic. She was done with the pandemic or something. I don't know. There was some people were saying something about her choosing her time of dying was a good choice. I don't know. And it's right. The world's gone to shit since then. Fuck the
Sounds
world.
like the internet to me. So I have a couple fun stories.
I've
Excellent.
still done a lot though.
Oh, well, keep going, Sam. You tell yours, and then I'll do mine. I just don't want to forget because I find them amusing. So
No,
what
you
else have you been
go.
up to? Because you've got your mage. What level's your mage now?
16.
So high enough to heal for Wailing Caverns.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
I
then
wonder.
when I was miserable on our last podcast, I leveled a cow hunter.
What's your hunter's name, Sam?
I already said at the beginning of the
Oh, did you?
thing.
Oh, okay. I like your hunter name. I
So
think it's funny.
when we recorded last
Dimitri
week,
likes your hunter name.
I know Dimitri. He says it's something. You made me lose train of thought.
Fat
So when I
hunter?
was grumpy last week and I
Mhm.
didn't want to talk, I just leveled my hunter to 5. And then in 2 days, so yesterday and today, I got it to 16. So I neglected my child for 2 days while you were at work and got my character done.
He likes doing.
I
other
gave him
things.
food and water.
Just in his
Yeah,
dish on the floor.
you do that for a pet too. So
He was able to
we're
get his
horrible.
own snacks.
It's okay. I've been spending time with him. So who do you like more, the mage or the hunter?
Hunter.
Question.
So are you still
Josh.
going to heal dungeons for us? Because we don't have a healer.
My
Because we have 2 shamans who refuse to cast heal.
yeah, I know.
What are you talking about? I've been casting. I got an add-on. I'm casting heals on you.
You cast the odd heal. It's funny because we ran our FC with me, you, Sam, and our friend Brad. And we had 2 shamans in the group, and I kept I'd be fighting stuff and I'd be like, and I'd hamstring and I'd start backing away and I'd pop a potion and the fight would end and I'd sit down and eat and then someone would heal me.
Okay, hold on a sec. So
Yeah.
first of all, I was throwing out a lot of heals. Now, how often do you see me as a healer?
Not very.
Okay, like ever? Okay, when I first
Have you
started
ever
the
played a
game-
healer?
Yeah, when I first started this game, you tricked me into leveling as a healer spec while you ran around and had fun on a druid, kind of like what you did with Sam. Anyway, no, short
What do you
story
do with
long.
Sam?
Not much.
Short story long. I was healing you. I just
Sometimes.
sucked at it. My timing is off. I will get
I know.
better.
It was just funny because we had 2 shamans in the group and there were so many situations where I was like, I wish
there's
Sam
also times when
was
you
here
were-
on her mage
There's
I
also time
was.
with your healing rune.
there's also times where you're out of reach because my spec takes a lot of mana and I sometimes have to man up and you run off. I know it's
I rarely run off. I've been checking mana. Only if it's a group that I know is fine. Which reminds me, we should talk about the first pull of the dungeon.
When it was just us?
Yeah, when we walked in, you and Al got there before me, and you were clearing some of the little trash mobs, and then I got there and we were killing some more trash. We were waiting for Brad to arrive because he had to finish his quest first, and then we
I
get
thought
to
we
the
could handle it.
Trog room, and I was like, okay, this is a full room. We'll pull some back. So I charge into the first little group of 3.
Okay.
And Al's like, can we handle more? And he runs in and grabs 3 more. And I was like, no. So
in my
I instantly
defense.
took a bunch of damage. And I was like, I don't want to lose my world buff. So I ran for the exit.
Yeah,
And I
left
was
me
throwing
behind.
heals on you. When you mentioned your world buffs, I was throwing my heals on you at that point. I targeted you and I was on.
I was
Now-
running away.
Now, in my defense, I honestly thought, and I didn't look at the map, so don't say anything, but I honestly thought that Brad was there with us at that point. So I thought with
No,
the
he
4 of
wasn't
us,
yet.
we could have
He was
handled
still
it.
in Crossroads when we were doing that.
I don't even
Yeah,
know
you
if he had
sure-
left
Did you
Mulgore
notice
yet.
that I prefaced this with now take in mind I didn't look at the map? I thought he was there because somebody said something which led me to believe that we were ready to go.
And did you follow it up with where'd Brad go?
No, I probably should have.
Uh,
Now the good
but I
news
just
is
thought that was funny because I was like, no, I'm not losing my. I'm running. I don't care if
None-
Sam and Al die. I'm saving
none
my
of
world
us
buff.
died. None of us died.
Because I love the world, the BFR. What is the raid? BFD? Black Fathom's Depths. I like the BFD world buff, not because it gives me extra melee crit, not because it gives me extra attack power, but because it gives me 20% run speed increase.
Yeah.
That even if it was just that, I would go sit in Thunder Bluff and wait for it. The run speed increase is the best thing in the world.
Have you purchased any of those Chrono Boom displacers or whatever they are?
No, I'm cheap and I don't feel like it.
Yeah.
I just go get the buff and then go do things. I don't need to displace it.
Well, I tried it. I bought one just to see. I was wondering if it stayed in your inventory. I thought it looked like they
No, I think
changed.
they're single use.
What's that?
I said I think they're single use, aren't they?
They are. They are, but I just wanted to check. I had a feeling, but I just wanted to check anyway. And then when I wanted to use it, because I put the thing in my bank, I was clicking on the little thing in my icon, my portrait up top, and I couldn't use it because it was in my bank.
Okay, there we go. I've been sitting as a corpse, waiting to res in Ashenvale since we started recording because I needed to hand in the item I looted from the PvP event there, and it just started now, and I was able to hand it in. I've been sitting there forever.
Yeah.
So let's go. Sorry, go ahead.
I got to kill a mob there.
You got to kill a mob? Just any mob?
No, not any mob. A mob.
Like, is it a specific mob?
Yes. I just don't remember the name, but it was one of those water elementals.
Oh, the befouled one?
Well, the befouled water elementals are the common mobs. So the named befouled water elemental.
I don't remember that. I'm gonna go try and get the world buff now. So let's try and get some structure into going through our week here. So where did we leave off last week? Last week, I
honestly don't remember last week.
I don't think I was 25 yet. Was I? I don't think I was. And we were sorry, I'm just getting on a flight path here, and then I'll get my train of thought back. It's hard to not play Season of Discovery when it exists.
Right?
Oh, okay.
You know what I say to all those people say, "Oh, that's not WoW." You can't play. You know what? You don't have to play it, so shut the freak up.
It's more WoW than other aspects of WoW. So before we go through our week recap, I just want to tell two quick little stories about our guild because
for that, but yeah,
they're amusing people. So story number one. So I'm sitting in, I don't know where I was, minding my own business, reading guild chat as I do from time to time.
So I'm sitting there minding my own business, and I'm just sitting there minding my own business, and
exactly. And I'm reading the guild chat, and this one guy just suddenly got angry, and he's like, "Some alliance ganked me as I'm going into Wailing Caverns. What the heck? This is terrible!" And he's so mad. And someone else in guild is like, "Well, why were you flagged? Like, it's kind of on you at this point. If you're flagged, it's Barons. You're not automatically flagged. You're Horde." And he's like, "Well, it's a PvP server. Why would I not be flagged all the time?" And they're like, "Well, okay, if that's the way you want to play it, but you can't complain that you're getting attacked if you deliberately flag yourself. You're going into a very popular dungeon where a bunch of level 25s are sitting outside waiting to go in. I mean, if you flag yourself, I mean, that's just what happens." And then the guy's like, "No, this was a targeted attack. They were specifically there for me." And he's like, "They didn't attack anyone else in my group. They just attacked me. This is a targeted thing." And then someone else, I don't remember the name. And then someone in guild was like, "Maybe the rest of your group wasn't flagged." And he's like, "Okay, maybe."
Wow.
He was so mad. He got killed like twice, and he was so upset that he was being deliberately targeted. Yeah, and someone made the good point that probably you're the only one that was dumb enough to flag going into Wailing Caverns. He was like level 17 or 18 or something. Oh no, maybe he was 20 or 21. I just thought that was hilarious. Do you remember that? Were you there?
I saw the conversation, a little bit of it. I wasn't paying too much attention.
It struck me as hilarious because I'm like, you're not thinking clearly, are you? But
I can't fault somebody for that because I don't think clearly 99% of the time.
Yes, but would you deliberately flag yourself out of principle because it's a PvP server and then get upset because the alliance killed you because you were flagged?
Maybe only once.
I think he got killed twice actually. But yeah, I was like, oh man, that was a complete face face palm moment.
Al did.
I know,
And then-
I just
Oh, I
Thank
wasn't
you.
looking. I'm trying to look in the vague direction of my camera. You're over here, and it looks silly if I go like this the whole time. So the other interesting thing, I had this thought today, and I've almost said I'm gonna say something one of these times. I've almost said something in Guild a couple times because there is this thing that started yesterday, as far as I can tell, because I've been on a lot and I haven't noticed this up until yesterday, where someone will say something and then approximately 78 people will say bruh, and
what
it's
the
like
hell is
it's
that
like
about?
oh, well, here's the thing. Here's my comment that is going to be coming out in Guild chat next time it happens because I can't hold it in anymore. Our 6-year-old, he developed this obsession with saying bruh like a couple months ago, and whenever something happens, he'll be like bruh, and he
I've
thinks
never
it's
heard him say that.
hilarious. And he just thinks it's hilarious, and we just kind of tolerate it because he's 6. And I just want to say to the Guild, I want to be like, you guys remind me so much of a 6-year-old. Just they're
So-
collectively a 6-year-old.
Is that why we're setting up our own guild ring?
That's for alts, because we've had several people from the Discord and our friend Brad all ask like, oh, can we get into the Guild? And the thing is, it's not our guild, and it's like this exclusive like by referral guild that we got into because we know people, and I don't think we're supposed to like just start randomly inviting all kinds of people that, I mean, we know, but they don't know them.
Yeah.
So like I want to have a spot. Well, Sam started the Guild. We wanted to have a spot where we could have like our guilds. Wait a minute. Something just occurred to me.
Wait a minute, something just occurred to me.
Did you, because you started the guild charter, so you'll be the guild leader, right?
Yeah.
Are you going to be leading the Mere Casuals
no.
guild with an alt when your main is in a better guild?
Wait, what?
Are you leaving
No.
your alt in charge of us, Sam?
No.
Because you
No.
started the Mere Casuals guild on your alt.
What are you saying?
I'm saying that I think you've
No,
left your alt
no.
in charge
No, no,
and
no.
gone off to join a
No.
better guild on
No,
your
no,
main.
no,
But
no,
she did not leave
No,
it.
I
She did
am.
not leave it from her main.
I
Ooh,
Why are you upside down? What did you do? Why did you touch your phone? It was perfectly fine.
don't fall, Sam. When I copied you and said, "Wait a minute," I just realized I did realize something. Can I just get it out now?
Sure, just mute your microphone so we can't hear it.
Oh no, you have to hear it.
Oh, I thought you were talking about some gas.
No,
Seriously, how did you turn yourself upside down? Okay, you talk while Sam tries to
Okay.
reorient
my name is
yourself.
Alan. I play a tune called Notagog and sometimes Akona. Okay, I got that out now.
We know. Did you not say that earlier?
No, I didn't introduce myself.
Oh, weird.
I'm just upside down
Can
now.
you just turn your phone upside down? Like, how did you?
So the reason I noticed it is because I was thinking I might take Akona out of the guild and put him into Mere Casuals and just keep Notagog over here. And if
Yeah,
we
I want to
actually,
keep at least 1 or 2 characters in this guild because, I mean,
well, maybe I'll leave Notagog. out.
they're a swarm of children, but it's an amusing swarm of
Okay,
children.
no one wants to look at my hand. Can you lift that up?
Nobody can see your hands, so don't worry.
Nobody like specifically doesn't want to look at your hand.
Well, no,
though.
they're kind of gross.
Okay.
Better
As you
yet.
fade back in,
Better yet,
are
feed
you?
Feed
Are
pics.
you? Oh, there
Hi,
we go.
Sam.
Sam's the right side up.
Well, do you know what our kid said to me about my hands?
What?
Okay, so I scratch his back.
Yeah.
And then after I scratch his back, he wants me to rub
You
his back.
scratch yours?
Yeah.
So then when I was rubbing his back, he's like, ow, why are your hands so spiky? Because my hands are so dry.
You got rough hands.
You said what I said today to somebody on the phone, and a bunch of managers behind me.
Uh-oh. What did you say?
Well, say it's winter. That's the gist of it. But basically, somebody called and said, "Is there anybody down in the tire center? They don't answer their phone." I said, "Yeah, it's winter. They're busy." The managers, they just sat there. They started laughing. They thought it was the best thing ever.
Nice.
Crap, there's managers like that. Why are you all okay? Josh was frozen for a minute. Either that or he had a long Jew.
His face froze in the wrong position.
Al, did you actually freeze? I was pretending to be frozen. I think Al was actually frozen.
You had an unfortunate face.
Your lips were formed into a gentle O. Your head slightly protruding forward. We got some lag on the video. It's weird. So I'm gonna finish chewing on my Snickers here.
Your Snickers?
You wouldn't eat it. It's just sitting there. You can't just sit a Snickers on the table and expect me to not eat it. So okay, so let's backtrack. So last week we left off because I feel like this is just a serial podcast chronicling our adventures through Season of Discovery at this point. Last week we left off. Sam was angry about something, who knows what.
Life.
Possibly about being up past her bedtime, which makes me feel more justified in not inviting her to Whalen Caverns. Because
See? Just admitted he didn't invite me.
it was past your bedtime. You wouldn't have gone.
Could have still invited me.
That's weird though.
But it was your decision, not my decision.
No.
That's what angers me. That you made the decision.
You set a precedent by not wanting to be awake past 7:00. Anyways, not the point. Sam was angry. I was playing. Al was here as well. And I don't remember what level we were. And we have gone on since. So we had not done any dungeons yet. We have now done 2. Well, some of us have done 2.
Rub it in.
Hey, I keep saying, come to Whalen Caverns with me. You can
Hold
heal
on a
me.
sec.
We can go 2 or 3, man.
I don't have the quests.
So we've now done a couple dungeons. Me and Al did Whalen Cavern, and I thought it was a fun time. Nothing good dropped. Every boss was just crap loot.
So wait, who was the healer?
Mel was.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say we didn't have one, but yeah, no, we did. We had a pretty good healer.
Okay.
So the last
Who
boss.
was the tank?
It's hard to say. Everybody,
Okay.
kind of. Everybody and no one.
Not me.
Whoever had aggro at any given time was the tank.
So at least you had a healer?
We had a healer, yeah, who luckily is a healer that's used to healing chaos because that's what it was.
Okay.
There was things happening all over the place. So our healer did get lost at one point. Because you know the one spot in Whalen Caverns
I
where we
don't
have to jump over the little ledge?
Oh, yeah.
And we approached and I was like, make sure you jump. And she just walked over the edge. So we waited
In her
about
defense,
15 minutes.
there is a spot that looks like you can safely walk over the ledge.
Yeah, but you can't though. You got to jump.
You got the buff.
So then, oh sweet, I'm gonna camp out. I was waiting to get the world buff, and I wanted to camp out once I had it because I don't use the chrono booms. So we waited until she walked all the way, found her way back up, and we didn't
I
clear
wouldn't know.
everything, and it took a while. And we get there, and I'm like, make sure you jump this time. And she walks towards the edge, and she's running up to the edge, and then she jumped early, and I was like, oh. And I just kind of tensed up as soon as she got in the air. And then she made the jump, and I was like, "Oh," because I really.
He got so tense. I heard the fart come out like somebody had bottled up the neck of a balloon and let the arrow slowly.
Like it was just run. She jumped, and there was dead silence, and all you could hear was.
No. Josh went, and you heard.
Your fart sound didn't come through.
I was gonna say I didn't hear anything.
Okay, we'll dump something.
Everyone's just gonna have to imagine that we're making fart sounds.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, I got a good chest item off the WoW player. Oh, you're playing the sound. I was like, that's why. How could I hear myself? But yes though. So I got a good chest off the last boss. Nothing else of note dropped. Just greens off of everything. And we even at the end we went back and we re-killed a couple bosses, and still nothing except for your shield.
My shield was awesome.
Yeah, you got a good shield, but none of the good stuff. My best in slot belt for the entire phase drops off the second boss. Didn't drop either time. And there's
Barely
legs.
A rare drop because they're selling runs. It says we'll come in, you get this $370 on a drop or something like that. You're charging gold for it.
Yeah, I've seen the most I've seen people charging is 2 gold on drop, which I'm like, that's actually not bad. If it wasn't for the fact that I had to sit there and wait for it to actually the runs to happen.
No, dude, you got enough people around you that you don't need to pay for that.
Well, I know, but I was looking at it and I was like, if I could just buy the belt off the auction house for 2 gold, 2 gold is dirt cheap for that. I would absolutely pay 2 gold for that belt. But do I want to pay 2 gold and then sit there and wait? Not really. I'd rather just run it myself. But what can you do? Sam's wandered off, so I'm just trying to kill time because
I have a question for you, Mr. Level 25.
Mm-hmm.
When you get to level 25, does your experience bar shut off?
Yes.
Or so you don't fill up the level 25, so as soon as they release it, you can do one little thing and get a 26?
Nope. You got to start from 0.
Gotcha. I guess that's a good thing.
So 2 things happen. I mean, it kind of is, but it would also be to get a head start. 2 things happen when you hit 25. Thing number 1, the experience bar goes away and you do not gain experience for anything. And thing number 2, you get gold instead of experience for all the quests.
Yes, I'm looking forward to that.
Which is, I mean, it's nice, but I'm also kind of like, I finished off all the quests I hadn't done in the Barrens, but I'm debating whether or not I want to go do stuff in Ashenvale and Stone Talon, or do I want to save them for when I start leveling? Because eventually they're going to open up like above level 25. Are you looking for something, Sam? Sam's left again.
Wouldn't you rather go out to the fresh zones at 25 than the old ones?
Yes, I absolutely would. But part of me is thinking everybody's doing these quests for money. I will have less competition.
True.
So I don't know. I don't know what I want.
Keep my tune back so we can do it together. Actually, that would only last for one session, and then you'll be up to 40.
No, because I have multiple characters.
That's true.
Of multiple level ranges. So, and also, as you've noticed, we've been able to group with whatever character we want and still get stuff done somewhat.
Right, and that's the joy of this season of Discovery, because even though you're at your max level, it doesn't screw us all. We can still group together.
Like right now, I know for a fact that the 3 or 4 of us, if Brad joins us, we could go to Wailing Caverns and we could do a Wailing Caverns run, and
Dimitri's
it doesn't.
now on, so
what?
Dimitri too.
And Dimitri, what level is Dimitri? 5, 6?
0.
Low.
Kind of too low for Wailing Caverns, but once
no,
he gets up,
like
But like even if just the 3 of us, you're 16, you're like practically 17 on your mage.
Yeah.
Al, what are you now? 22, 23?
I am 23 in that much.
Okay, so
Like
the 3 of us could go, and we could easily do several bosses. I don't know. I mean, we could probably do the whole thing, but why?
Sorry. Like, I have about that much left of 23 is what I meant.
Until you hit 24.
Almost 24.
Okay, so that doesn't really change my opinion that we could go and do Wailing Caverns.
I know, but it makes me more excited.
Oh, well, it is exciting. I'm glad you're almost 24. That was clapping sounds. It was nothing else. It wasn't what it sounded like. So we could take Sam along with us, who is going to be 17 soon.
No,
and nope, Sam can't come. Maybe after we record, we can go into Wailing Caverns. Hey, what do you think?
I need RFC on my hunter.
On your hunter, I'm talking about your mage. So,
but
we could go
hit a wall. I may have literally hit a wall, so we'll see how it goes.
Okay, well, we'll see how you're feeling after.
Fine.
Well, we could go into Wailing Caverns, and everything in there is green to me still at 25. So that means you get the full experience. You don't get the nerfed anti-boosting experience.
I was gonna say, why does it? And then that's why it matters. Gotcha.
Yes, it does matter. Because
deviate scale.
What?
Because
I get the deviate scale.
Yeah, you can skin. You be the only skinner. You can skin everything. And because we did notice, we were able to run through even with everything being gray to me though in RFC, you still got like a level and a half, didn't you?
I don't remember.
I mean, that was including the quests you turned in.
Yeah.
But when I ran Sam through RFC, I mean, she still got a lot of experience. So it was still a good time.
Yeah, that was just the 2 of us.
That was the first time. It was just the 2 of us.
First time because I was annoyed.
And then we went back through again.
I literally walked through the door and you got me to run a dungeon. I didn't even get like time to like relax, change, or anything. He's like, come sit down. We're gonna run this dungeon. And like halfway through the dungeon, I'm like, I'm done. Like I don't want to do anything.
Well, I'm trying to fight for time to play with you though, Sam.
Yeah, I know,
Because here's
but
what
like
happens.
walking through the door, give me some time to like
but you get home
figure
from
out
work,
that
right?
I'm not at work anymore.
But you get home from work and then you want to relax and not play for a while. And then we have to go walk down the street and pick someone up from school. So there's that block of time. And then it's dinner time. So you want to relax and eat. And then it's into the evening. So you want to watch a show. And then it's late. So you want to go to bed. So I have to pick one of those times to force you to play.
But like after we got home from school, I was ready to go. We played.
Yeah. I know.
I just needed some downtime.
Playing games is downtime.
No, it's not.
It is.
I just need time to not have to focus on something.
You weren't focused. So that's not a good argument. You were not focused, Sam.
But like, does anybody understand that feeling when you get home from work? Like you just need to not do anything. You can't just walk through the door and start playing a game.
I do it when I have to get on for these podcasts as soon as I walk through the door.
Oh, shut up. You don't count.
You're not a real person, Al.
I was like, oh, okay, so when I agree with you, I don't count. It's okay.
She doesn't even know what you're saying. She doesn't even understand.
He was agreeing
He
with
was trying
me.
to agree. Sam's just... See, this is what I'm talking about. She's not focused. She doesn't know what's going on.
That's the second time today I've had a woman tell me to shut up.
It sounded like he wasn't agreeing with me for some reason.
To be fair, Al sounds like he's not agreeing with this.
I honestly didn't
It's
think
his
he was
tone.
agreeing with me.
But we had fun. We did a
Words
couple
for
runs.
you.
Much to... I didn't hear what you said. What?
I heard something about euphoria.
I heard Astoria.
Which word did you say?
Mini chlorians.
Oh, he's a Jedi.
Ah,
But we had fun.
Was
Much
he a
to my
ninja?
surprise... Did you lift your shirt up on camera again, Sam?
not all the way because I
Okay.
realized what I was doing.
Sam, lift your shirt up over your head. Do the ninja shirt.
Okay.
Oh, my head's itchy. I hate wearing hats.
Then why are you wearing a hat? Because you're
Oh,
bald?
thank you.
Because
Who
That's
the
the
hell?
goal.
Who are you talking to? Who was in your apartment?
do you have a servant that brings you hats?
What just happened? Who did you just say thank you to?
I think he thanked me for reminding him of his hat. But
Oh.
it looked like you were thanking someone for bringing you your hat. And all of Al's friends are in this room right now, so I don't know who would have.
I
brought
know.
him
I
the
was
hat.
like, maybe he got a girl.
No.
I have one of my friends here. It's in the shape of a toy. You want to see it?
I was gonna
no,
say, is
no,
it
we can't show that on YouTube.
left
if,
and right?
No, he's got. Yeah, we
No,
don't.
I
wanna
don't
see.
cheat.
We don't want to see. We don't want to see. So we did a couple RFC runs. We need to do more runs. But we're all going to be 25 soon.
What are the other dungeons we can do?
We can do
That are my
Shadowfang
level.
Keep.
SFK.
I wanted to go to Shadowfang Keep because there's some bind on equip daggers. I think a dagger and a sword, or is it 2 daggers? There's some weapons that drop there that
Oh, yeah.
sell really good in the auction house if we wanted to make some money. So we
Yes.
go farm
Or we can
those.
disenchant.
Don't you
No, I'm
dare
disenchanting
disenchant those blues.
They're worth
Oh, they're
they're worth
blues?
almost nothing disenchanted, and they are worth a lot intact as weapons. So don't
Okay.
do it.
I
And
have a really cool cup, but I ran out of drink.
and
drink.
the deviant stuff from Wailing Caverns, that stuff sells all right as well. So we could be dungeon farming for gold. Have you tried out the PvP thing in Ashenvale yet, Al?
No. I
I
mean, I've been
probably
in
will not.
Asheville and I've been beat up, but no.
I've done the event a couple times now, and it's a confusing mess of I don't even know what. It's terrible as melee. Like it is the worst thing in the world. I want to go in there as a warlock.
When
or a
do
mage or
mages
something.
get their?
Do you not have Blizzard yet? Oh, you're only like
When
16.
did Mages get
Yeah.
their what? Because she absolutely silenced out for the rest.
AoE.
I just realized you said it's melee, and then I'm like, I have like single target,
Yeah.
but like,
I don't know. I'm sure you get it soon. I'm sure you get it before 25.
okay.
Have you been to your trainer recently? Because I know you get Arcane Explosion. And
I have
you
that.
should get you have that already?
No, I don't.
You don't? You don't know?
I have arcane missile.
You should
Yeah,
have our
you need Arcane.
No, I have
Effect for your
arcane
healing.
explosion. It was a rune.
No, Arcane Explosion is just a spell you get. We'll figure it out later. I don't know enough about mages to have any idea what I'm talking about. But as a melee, I just keep getting rooted and just stuck in place while like a swarm, and there is hundreds of people just swarming the bosses during this PvP event. It's crazy. And if you get the tags on the bosses, you get some Warsong rep. Just doing it a couple times and not really trying, I've got like 2,000 Warsong rep or something. It's pretty crazy.
Are you close to your mount?
I don't know. I haven't looked up how to get them out yet.
Oh, you have to be friendly.
You have to be friendly. Then I mean, close-ish, like halfway maybe.
They dropped it down to friendly.
Apparently, it costs 10 gold.
I think it's 8, if I'm not mistaken.
Is it 8? Maybe it's 8 once you hit honored, because don't you get a discount when you hit honored?
Maybe.
I have no idea.
Well,
someone
might be discounted at friendly. Who knows?
Because earlier today, when I was doing the Ashen Vale PvP, someone in the raid group I was in was complaining and was like, I don't want to pay 10 gold for that mount. I'm not even going to use it the next phase. And I was like, that's actually kind of a good point. But
Sam just entered World of Warcraft.
It is. Sam, are you playing the game over record?
Trying to get the last 3 signatures.
Sam's. Are you just harassing people?
Yes.
Sam's
level
just harassing
20.
random people. What?
Level 20.
Level 20
for Blizzard.
Oh, Blizzard, the spell is level 20, so you're almost there. A couple Wailing Cavern runs and we'll get it. So what have you been up to? Because we've talked about Sam a bit. What have you been up to in game, Alan?
Well, I decided to try and start catching up. I ran around with the shield on my shaman to get used to tanking. Part of the tanking thing that I'm worried about the most is the gathering up. But once I get them there, if I can get a few spells off before my mana runs out, and you come in and aggro everything, I should be good. I've been getting more runes. I've been trying to do some fishing. It's harder to get some stuff out of Stranglethorn Vale. There's people that are running around in Teneris and Silitus, so I'm almost tempted to check out a couple of those zones. But
I thought you were going to go to Moonglade and fish, or are you talking about on your shaman?
Oh yeah, so I leveled up my druid, but I didn't get him to 10 yet. So yeah, Moonglade would be good. Moonglade, for anybody that wants to know, you can fish up a bag, and it's a good slot bag. If you get into Stranglethorn Vale and get into the junk nodes, you get the heavy mithril trunks or the mithril bound trunks, and they got greens, they got money, they got mats, and they got bags. So it's good ways, and this might even come up in the news, because part of the news, there's how to make your gold in WoW. So it probably has some of the same things. Dark Moon Fair was out.
Is it done now?
It'll be done at the end of the day today.
Well, I should get one more round of the DPS buff.
Yeah. So I started to skin a lot because I need a lot of medium leather, which was hard to get.
Oh, you trying to get the bag?
I was trying to get the bag. I had to make the toughened leather chest pieces and turn them in for some tokens. I needed to get to 50 tokens. I got 4 for each turn in. I had a few paws as well. But at 50 tokens, I got a 14 slot bag.
Oh, so you did get it.
I got it.
I thought to myself that I wanted to, and I just haven't felt like it.
And then I guess this may not be news to anybody, but I just looked, and where you turn in the chest, the crates that you find, the supplies, where you turn in the supplies.
Yeah.
The guy says, "Hey, you want to buy something?" Because he has one of those little buy options. I looked at it. There is a 10 slot bag for 45 silver.
Other fun fact: when you hit honored, there is a 12 slot bag for 4 gold.
I need to get honored.
Yes, I have both now. And you can buy your rune when you hit honored as well.
What rune?
For you? I don't know.
I gotta actually start doing those boxes.
From the supply provisioners?
Yeah.
I only have 2 runes to go.
Every class has a rune from the supply crates.
So there's so what about the rich guy?
That's another one. That's a different thing entirely.
But does he not have a rune to give you?
Yes, but you unlock him, and he gives you like 3 quests you need to do.
Yeah.
and you complete those 3, and then it unlocks the privilege of buying another rune.
Right. Okay. So the short answer is yes. You get a rune from him. So there's a rune
Yes.
from that, rune from the supply officer, and isn't there supposed to be a rune in Black Fathom Depths as well?
Not everybody. Not everyone has a rune in Black Fathom Depths.
Because I'm 2. I've got all but 2 of my runes.
You've got the ones that you need to kill like level 25 elites and stuff?
No.
Do you not have one that you need to?
Yes. Yes. Earth Shield, I believe it is, because I passed by him.
Yeah.
He's down where Racknack and Cool are, or Locknack and Cool.
Oh, is that guy?
Yes, I'm
The
pretty
elite
sure.
there?
He's one of us.
Okay, so I have a story about him. He does not leash back. Like I was auto running down there because I go down there because there's a couple spots that I have down there.
Start that over.
What?
Start that over because you blanked out on me. So you ran down
I
there.
said I ran down there because there's a spot I go down there to farm where I sit basically between 3 copper ore spawn points and 2 tin ore spawn points. And there's a few mobs that I have to kill to keep it clear, and their ore just spawns constantly. And I've been making a bunch of money off of mining and then making some boots and pants to sell on the auction house. So I go down there and I sit down there, but he is in between Camp Tarajo and my camping spot. And one day I ran a little bit too close because I was auto running and not paying attention, and he aggroed on me. And I had the world buff though, so I was like, okay, I can outrun him. But he's like a hunter, so he can shoot you. So I'm running. What?
How big is your camping spot? Because he's down by the pigs. Down by the RFs.
Yeah. By Lock, Nuck, and Faz or whatever.
Well, you said it's between him and Camp Tarajo, but Tarajo's all the way up there at that point.
Yeah, that's the nearest flight path. I have to fly to Camp Tarajo and run down, and I have to run past him to get to my camp spot.
Okay.
So I accidentally aggroed him, and I was like, shoot, well, I've got my world buff, whatever. I'll just leash him and then go about my business. So I run all the way through the pig area, and he's still on me. And I'm like, what the heck? So I keep going. I'm running down. I get towards the Razorfen dungeons. He's still on me. I get all the way down to the Great Lift, and he's still on me. And I'm like, what the heck? And I'm cornered at the lift. So I'm like, well, I don't want to wait at the lift. He's just going to kill me. And there's guards there. So I turn around and I start running back up the Gold Road. And I get like all the way up to the Silithids, and he's still on me. Just every once in a while, he'll shoot me, and my health is getting lower. Finally killed me. He chased me for like 6 minutes. Like he never leashed on me. He just kept chasing me until I finally tired out and died.
You should have, when you're down at the Great Lift, if you decided to come out, you should have just run into the instance.
Yeah, but I didn't think of that, Alan.
And I can't even tell you which one it is because I just know they're RFs. I never know where the D or the K is.
Razorfen Crawl is the one that you can run in. Razorfen Downs, you have to go through a bunch of elite stuff that would be read to us right now. I think there's actually guards on both of them, so it probably wouldn't have been a great idea to try. But
well, on the crawl, there's like 3 maybe.
I probably could have. I probably might have been able to, and then I could have just hearthed. But man, it was annoying. He doesn't leash. He just follows you forever until one of you dies.
Make it him.
I couldn't. He's a level 25 elite, and I'm a warrior.
As soon as I mentioned something, somebody spoke up in the guild, because this was last night. I said, "The hell is this guy doing down here?" He didn't aggro me, but said, "How is he like the end of your thing? Because I just soloed him, and he's such a cakewalk, and you know." And I looked, and I said, "Bruh." I didn't, but that would have been funny.
You should have. Well, if you had said bruh at that point, 83 other people would have also said bruh. And you could have been part of a social thing.
Do you know what you can help me with?
Is that how you make friends? By saying
how you become
bruh?
the cool kids?
Is that how you make friends, by saying bruh?
I cannot say bruh.
You just
I will
did.
not say bruh. No, I didn't.
Do you not know how to spell it?
I refuse to learn. So you know what we could do if you want to do something really, really cool for a blue item?
For a blue item?
Yeah, I don't know if we can do it, but we should try. In Ashenvale, that one quest where we have to pick up the supplies. We have to get the rope from the pig guys over here, and we have to get something from the demons up here, and then we have to go across into Booty Bay to get the saw shipment.
Yeah, it's doable. People do that all the time. You get a blue from that?
Yeah.
Oh, because I've seen people doing the damaged blunderbuss or whatever.
Deadly blunderbuss.
Deadly blunderbuff. Yeah, blunderbuss for it. So I know it's a thing.
Those things sell on the Alliance when we were playing, and I'm like, what the hell do people want this so badly for over here? Just get a different gun to shoot with because you don't do that quest, Alliance.
People are probably so used to making them and selling them, and then they roll an Alliance character, just like habit. I doubt anyone buys them.
Does anybody have an Alliance character? Or either of you have an Alliance character?
No.
I haven't made one yet. Can you make both in Classic?
Yes.
On a PvP server?
Yes.
I thought you couldn't. Or is that like an old thing?
I don't know. I'm just guessing. If we can, I'm tempted to make one, and I kind of want to.
If I click on Alliance Create Character, it says this faction is currently unavailable on this realm due to population imbalance.
Oh, I was able to make one earlier. I didn't actually make one, but it gave me the option to.
She tipped the scales.
Way to go, Sam. You've ruined it for everybody.
I didn't make one.
Yeah, but it knew you were thinking about it, so it preemptively blocked everything
No,
else.
because when I went to click make new character, it automatically came up Alliance.
But you should have made one so that we'd at least have an Alliance contact.
Why do we need an Alliance contact?
Because I want to get somebody out there to get something from Ashenvale and
What?
bring it overboard. The herbalist gloves.
No.
Leatherworking.
Is that a
pattern.
drop or something you buy? How do you get those?
It's a purchased pattern.
Oh, it's a pattern. Okay.
Yeah.
Just check do we have access to a cross faction auction house right now?
Yeah, in Booty Bay.
Is there one in Booty Bay? Oh, there isn't one in Booty Bay. Booty Bay and Gadget Zan, that's where they are, right?
Yeah, now getting an Alliance character to Booty Bay is harder than getting a Horde character to Booty Bay.
Yeah, probably.
No, because I remember trying to run one through at low level and I got eaten up.
Yeah, you just gotta die a half dozen times, though. It's not that bad.
Yeah, I kept dying until finally they killed. I was running through Stranglethorn Vale until finally they killed me like halfway down.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of going over here to this Spirit Healer, I went to this Spirit Healer and I said, "Thank you," and I just rezzed at the Spirit Healer. And enough of that. I was reading chat. It says there's a level 5 rogue running through. It's like, yeah, good luck to him.
Was that you?
It was me.
Hmm.
It was way back when we first started. It was in our classic days when we were on. When we were on
vaguely, I guess I vaguely remember. So what is your current? But this applies to both of you. What is your current satisfaction-o-meter on Season of Discovery? Still fun?
As in, am I enjoying it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
more than Wrath.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's halfway.
Only halfway?
I'm having so much fun, but there's still so much more to go.
Okay. But I mean, like, scale of 1 to 10, how much are you enjoying Season of Discovery right now?
Well, 10 divided by 2 is 5.
I'm very annoyed at this very moment, but
you can't say you're only half. You have to know. You're rating right now. You're not be like, well, I haven't done the whole thing yet, so I can only say 5. That's not a thing.
First of all, are you annoyed because you're the only one here not wearing a hat?
Is that why you're mad, Sam?
no.
Or is it my
I want
math?
to sign my charter.
Oh no, no one will sign. Anyone listening? It'll probably be Monday or Tuesday at this point. If Sam still hasn't got her guild charter signed, someone get on and sign Sam's guild charter.
I'm even in the starting area.
Every moment that you have to pay people aren't going to sign it for free.
I have 1 silver.
Then stop trying. Just like be like, please.
I got 6 people to do it for free.
Yeah, your friends.
Show a little leg.
I'm wearing shorts.
Did you take off your starting gear? Are you naked?
All off and
No.
dance.
Stand on a pole and dance for guild charter signatures.
You have absolutely no idea how depraved the WoW players are. They will get off on that and they will sign.
Are you wearing shoes? Because if they can see your feet, they're more likely to sign your charter.
I got
Tell them I'd say offer feet pics, but in our case, it would have to be feet screenshots.
Do you are your boots? Are your feet covered by boots right now?
I'm a cow. I have hooves.
Oh, see, that's your problem.
Wiggle your hooves.
No one wants to see some fat cow dancing on a pole. That's your character name, Sam.
You should walk around and go, "These are utterly delicious."
Just say that. Tell people that you'll show them your udders for a
Just
guild
walk up and say,
signature.
"Hey, big boy, you want a little milk?"
Do you have a robe that you can wear? Like, wear the robe and be like, "We'll expose my udders for guild signatures." And when they do, just take the robe off. It'll be like it's a role play server. That's like a role play thing.
I don't think I've asked this person yet.
Use the section.
Sam is just continuing to ask like a normal person.
They're utterly delicious.
Is it working?
No. Yes!
You got one?
Got one. I just need 2 more.
Oh man, I got congested there for a second. So okay, so what haven't we talked about yet?
RVD.
Thanks you. I'm an idiot. Okay.
Did you spell it wrong?
Yeah.
Oh, there's another thing. I wanted to talk.
Spell mere casuals wrong? Are they mere causals?
No, I spelled mere.
No, she spelled thanks wrong.
I said thanks, and then I put you. I meant to say
thanks you.
Thank you.
Hey, it kind of makes sense.
It's the internet. They'll just think it's cool. They won't know it was.
Yeah, spelling things wrong is internet cool.
Okay, bro.
So yeah, another thing I wanted to talk about.
Take yours off. No, just kidding.
So Season of Discovery has been getting, a lot of positive attention. Although people in game have, it's WoW players, so they've already progressed to the whining about minor details phase of the expansion / season. So there's a lot of whining going on. But overall,
thinking about minors.
What?
You just tell them to stop thinking about minors. You said they're all thinking about the minor details.
True. Yeah. Stop thinking about the minor details. Oh, did you get another one?
Just need one more now, guys.
Oh, Sam's almost got her guild. So
I have no money to register it, but
do you need more money to register it?
I don't know.
I thought you only had to buy the charter.
I've never registered.
I don't know. See what happens. Go try. I can give you money if you need it. So yeah, people have been talking about Season of Discovery. People have been enjoying Season of Discovery. But one thing that I have not heard is much positive chatter as I think it deserves is the Waylaid Supplies crate. I have heard a lot of people whining about it because, oh no, why should I have to grind for this rep just to get my rune? Well, it's something to do. It took you 2 days. Shut up. So it's not difficult. You can do it fairly quickly. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to other people, anonymous people, who I don't actually know. I've just seen them whining about it because it's so hard. I have to go and I have to get the chest and then I have to do it and I can't just loot all of them and it's just so painful for some people to have to actually do the thing. Like, it's not hard. I've been honored. Like, it took me like a few days to finish them. You just go and you farm them and you bring some supplies with you. If you're that concerned, bring some of the stuff that you have access to so that when the crate drops, you just complete it and you can keep farming and get another crate, because once they're completed, they're not unique anymore. But people whine. So anyways, I think that the supply crates are genius. Like, I think that's one of the best things they've done with Season of Discovery, because look what it's done for the... Oh, Sam got her guild done.
Okay, I'm good.
So now you got to go to Orgrimmar and turn it in at the same place you bought it.
Okay, I'm just going to hard stick.
After you said that, I'm not 100% sure where I sit on the crates. I kind of don't like to only carry one. But well, as I think about it, yeah, I guess I can get over it.
Yeah, well, let me finish where I'm going with this. Like, they said that the unique thing was a deliberate choice because they don't want people getting all sweaty on it, I think was their terminology. Go on. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so the supply crates. It was a deliberate choice to make them unique so that people couldn't get all sweaty on farming them, and that they wanted it to be a process that you had to go through. And it is. People are still farming them pretty quickly. Like, it's not hard. Like, when I was farming mine, like I said, I brought some supplies with me. I went to a spot where I could sit on a couple chest spawns and just go spawn to spawn and loot the chests, because the chests were dropping a lot of them. and I would get the chests when my inventory was full, or I had one that I couldn't complete. I would hearth to Orgrimmar, turn in what I had, sell all my stuff, fly back down, and start the process over again. And usually I'd be full up again after the hour cooldown on my hearth, and I just keep repeating that. And doing that, it didn't take me long. And I did a lot of that on the stretch from level like 23 to 25, because the mobs I was killing were giving me good experience at that level as well. So it was a pretty quick process. But what I've noticed is what it's done. Like, the thing that I think is really cool about them is what it's done for the in-game economy, because it uses these supply crates use something from every gathering and production profession, as far as I can tell, even fishing and cooking and first aid, like all of them.
Yeah.
All of the professions have something to contribute towards these crates. So that means everybody who has taken professions has something that they can sell on the auction house at a decent amount of money and make some money even at low levels. So, like with myself, my main is the blacksmith miner, my warrior. I can go and there's a crate for bronze bars. There's a crate for silver bars. There's a crate for silver skeleton keys. There's a crate for runed copper pants, and I think runed bronze boots. I might have the names of the pants and the boots wrong, but those are all things, and I can make those and I can sell them. And I was making a decent amount of money leveling up, just farming stuff to sell those on the auction house. And there's a market for them, because everybody is completing these crates, because I think most classes, some of their best runes are sealed behind these crates. Like for Rogue, for example, the tanking rune is behind the crates. For myself as a warrior, my dual wielding and run speed one was behind a crate. I don't remember which one of Sam's is behind a crate. It's one you want.
Of the robes and the pants. What?
Of the robes, the pants, yes. As Sam said. You weren't following that, were you?
No, I
couldn't remember which rune of yours.
Oh, we're talking about runes.
Yes.
What crate?
The supply crates that you get the rep, and when you get to honor, you can buy a rune.
Looked. I don't know what.
Yeah, I know. I just can't remember which rune of yours.
But
yes, you can make pants and robes and wands.
That's what we were talking about.
And you've been making money. Sam's got like 5 gold at level 16 because she's been saving up, making the things. And I really like what it does. It's like an expanded version of what the AQ Gates opening did with creating a market for all this little stuff. Except it's bigger, because it's not just these couple items that everybody's just plowing through, and then when you're done, you're done. It's something that people continuously need.
You good?
Yeah. I wanted to mention that. It's getting us ready for our AQ opening.
Yeah. Well, there was, I feel like for AQ, wasn't it mostly raw materials, or was there completed things? Because I know there was like linen cloth and like
there was
thorium bars and stuff like that.
I think it's materials mostly.
I think it was materials.
Bandages.
And what?
Bandages.
Was there bandages? Oh, that's right. And fish. You had to fish. I remember doing a lot of the fish.
I don't know what we're talking about.
The AQ gate. So remember the AQ opening thing?
No,
where
I just remember getting yelled at.
We were Alliance at the time in Ironforge. No, not the actual AQ raid. The gate opening. When we had to like gather supplies and take them, and you'd turn them in and you get like boxes that would have greens and stuff in them. It was a fun time. Sam's playing WoW, so she's not focusing on what we're saying. But I think that has been like the most underrated addition to Season of Discovery. Like I like what it's doing for the economy. I like that it's a grind that you can do, but
where did it go?
Where did what go? Did you register it?
I clicked it and it's not in my bank. It's not in my bags anymore.
Did it turn into something else? Like, did it turn into like a completed guild charter?
Are you in the guild?
It's done. It's made.
It's made. So
I
you're
just panicked.
So you registered it and it went away, but you're in the guild now.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
You panicked? No way.
That's what's supposed to happen. So, hooray for Sam. Her alt is now a guild leader. But you've been enjoying that, right? You've been making the wands, you've been making the pants and the robes. and it's a money-making thing.
And then top that off with Dark Moon Fair, because you got the things you make there. I was making stuff for myself.
Oh, I didn't do Dark Moon Fair.
Yeah, Dark Moon Fair has been one of those things where I've always wanted to get into it, but it's just a week, and by the time I psych myself up and I'm like, I'm gonna do something, it's gone.
So what you got to do is forget about psyching yourself up. Just go when it comes to start playing it, and you'll find that you enjoy
It's
it.
because I don't wanna.
Go for the buff and the fortune, because the fortunes sometimes open up a quest.
Oh, that I've been doing. Because I go to Thunder Bluff for the world buff, and if I haven't gotten the other buff, I just pop down and grab that.
Do you know what gloves you're wearing on your warrior?
Yes.
Would you like to share?
Oh, would you like me to tell you?
Yeah. If you want.
I forget what they're called. They're the silver. They're blacksmithed. The silver something gauntlets. I made them myself.
Is it silvered bronze gauntlets?
Sounds right. Yeah.
Are they green?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, silverish, but yeah, green quality.
In the Warsong supplies quest, you get Warsong gauntlets, which look like they're a huge upgrade for you.
That you can buy?
No, it's your quest reward.
Oh, from the thing in Ashenvale.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, probably. I'm just wearing what I'm wearing because they were an upgrade and I could make them. But that's the blue item you're talking about for like the rope and the blunderbuss and all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember what the rewards were, but yeah, that sounds right. They're probably a big upgrade. Are they mail or are they leather?
Mail.
Oh, that's really good then. I wonder if they're like on my BIS list.
I showed you.
I don't want to open it because it'll mess with the video. I will look later. I believe you though, because I do remember. I can like picture it in my head because I've done that quest a number of times.
130 armor, plus 10 strength, plus 3 stam.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, they're better. I don't remember the armor is, but I think what I'm wearing is 4 strength, 4 stamina, 3 agility or something.
Yep.
Which is decent. I like me some crit, but 3 agility doesn't really do a whole lot of much.
4 strength, 4 stam, 3 spirit.
Is it spirit? There's no agility on them?
No, it's
Why
spirit.
does it have spirit on them?
Because it's got silver
Who designed this gear?
It's got silver in it. That's why it's got spirit.
Is that a thing?
I think so.
That doesn't sound like it should be a thing. There's no spirit on my silvered whatever breastplate. Shining silver breastplate or whatever it's called.
Oh, the shining. Because I'm looking at the silvered bronze breastplate. 5 strength, 5 stam, 4 spirits.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the blue one.
With the blue one. Yeah, there's the blue one.
Oh, yeah. So fun story about that. Did I tell you my story about that?
No.
So I had hit 25. I had been mining. I had a bunch of stuff. I had all kinds of bronze. I had some silver bars and I was leveling my blacksmithing and I got up to 145 and was able to learn the shining silver breastplate recipe. And I'm like, I wonder if I can make some money off of these. So I go to the auction house and I look them up and they're on there selling. The cheapest ones are selling for about 20 gold each. And I'm like, okay, I've got a bunch of the mats. I just needed some moss agates, some lesser moonstones, and some iridescent pearls. So I look on the auction house and I'm able to get the moss agates and the iridescent pearls for like next to nothing. So I'm sitting at like, I've put out about 30 silver per breastplate at this point, and I'm just short iridescent pearls. And I need 2 per breastplate. So the iridescent pearls were selling for 3 gold, 75 silver each. So I'm thinking, okay, even if I buy 2 of these per breastplate, then I will have spent 7 gold, 50 silver per breastplate, unless my math is wrong, plus like 30 or 40 silver that I spent on the gems, plus whatever the silver and bronze is worth. But I didn't buy that. I mined it myself, so it doesn't count as a cost. Right. So I'm like, okay, 7 gold, 50 silver, plus, and they're selling for 20 gold. Definitely worth it. So I bought enough to make 3 of these things. So I make them. I list them on the auction house I put them up for like 19 gold, 50 silver or something. Undercut everybody. I'm like, I just want to sell these and be done with it. And I'm like, okay. So I list them. And then I go about my business. I go do some farming, do some stuff. An hour or 2 passes, and I'm like, they haven't sold yet. This is annoying. So I go to the auction house and I check, and there's now a bunch listed for 18 gold. So I'm like, well, that's annoying, but whatever. Barely a loss. I list mine. I cancel the auctions. I undercut the ones being sold, and I'm like, okay, go about. I'm just gonna AFK now and go do something. I AFK'd for like maybe 10 minutes. I come back and I check, and there's a bunch listed for 15. And I'm like, oh, come on, you've got to be kidding me.
You know, it was just the two of you doing that, right?
So no, there was like hordes of them. Like everybody was changing their price.
Literally,
So I'm like, well, this is annoying. I'm gonna cancel. I'm gonna undercut again because every time I'm listing them, the deposit's like 50 copper, and I'm like, I don't care about the 50 copper. I just want to sell these stupid breastplates because the price is dropping. So I list mine for 11. I'm like, I want to get rid of these. That's like 5 gold and some silver profit each. I'll take that. It's fine. I list them. I'm in a bad mood now. I go get myself a snack and I come back 3 minutes later and there's a bunch listed for 10. And I'm like, So I list mine for 9. I list all 3 of them for 9 gold each and they sold. So I'm like, okay, I basically made nothing. I spent my afternoon relisting these things and that was annoying. And my what?
You told me that story.
Yes, my grand plan to up my gold from like 30 up to 60 ended up upping my gold from 30 up to like 33. And I was like, this is dumb. I mean, at least I didn't lose money, but
Yeah.
still. You don't like to see that. I wonder what they're selling for now. Watch them be up to 20 again or something, and I'll be like, oh, maybe this time.
Actually, I looked them up a little while ago. They're like 35 to 40.
They are not.
No, I have no idea. You guys are playing World of Warcraft.
I just logged on to check this because I'm curious what they're selling for now.
Yeah, I know. I just showed that you both logged in.
So if he sees that we're logging in, does that not logged in?
11 gold. They're 11 gold, so I don't feel bad. The prices stayed low.
Sorry, what was that, Sam?
If you can see us logging on, are you not logged on?
Well, I'm not in the game. Just my launcher is up.
Oh.
You'll notice that I am now out of game because I don't want my world.
Oh, it doesn't tell me that you exited. Although it might. I don't know. I didn't see.
Well, it's because I was like right out. I was like right out of the game and I had to
What
like
was
log
with
back
that
in.
face?
I was just wondering why you were putting your feet between my
I
legs.
was
That's all.
stretching my legs.
Okay, sure.
My muscle.
He wants to get some
I
good
don't.
feedbacks.
I'll have
So-
a story about that, but let's not get into that.
You have a
Ooh.
story, Sam?
Remember last night?
Last night.
What about
happened last
I
night?
was showing you pictures
You were showing me
No.
pictures?
Yeah.
Of
You
what?
gotta say what about last night?
of a baby.
Oh, right. Yeah, no, we don't need that.
You don't need to eat that? What?
We don't need more children, is what I'm saying. There's
I
no need
asked
for
Josh
that. I'm not
if
resetting.
he wanted another baby.
I'm not resetting my retirement plan.
You have a retirement plan?
Yeah, to kick the kids out when they all reach a certain age.
What's
And
the
then-
age? What's the age?
I don't know, 12? Like, what's the youngest you can kick kids out of the house?
I don't know, but we still have an 18-year-old with us. So
He doesn't turn 18 for several more days. But yeah, pretty much.
they're not kicking him out.
I'm not going to kick them out, but once they reach a certain age, you don't have to care for them anymore. Like I don't have to. I
So
don't
wait,
have to
I didn't have to
actively-
give him that.
No, he has a job. He's an adult. You don't
Yeah,
have
but
to
he
give
would
him
have missed
money.
the bus.
Well, that sounds a whole lot like his problem. He should have thought of that. Once they're adults, you don't have to do things for
But
them.
you just said he's not an adult. He doesn't turn 18 for another couple days.
An adult. He has a job.
That he works 4 hours
He
once
has
a week.
He has graduated from high school. He is out in the world. At some point, you got to stop supporting them, or they'll just cling on forever.
I didn't move out until I was like 20.
Yeah, that and your parents were probably the whole time like, when is she gonna leave? Trust me, they were.
Yeah, then it was your problem.
Yeah, and now I have to take care of you. But I'm just saying, once kids reach a certain age, you don't have to take care of them anymore. And I don't want to reset that clock by making another kid. Like, because that resets it by like 7 years at this point. Because there's the whole amount of time it spends inside you. And then you got to plop the thing out and they take a ton of care for a couple years.
Plop.
And it's a lot of work. It's more effort than I feel like putting into existence at this point.
when you're putting it in, it's not effort.
It's effort.
Not a whole lot on your part.
Oh,
put some
was
effort
that a
into it.
small joke?
You don't do anything, Sam. Sam's the low effort one.
So he said, dude, is that you hard? You going any further? Did you have an
No,
extension?
You lifting your shirt up again, Sam?
No, my back hurts.
Oh, okay. So
Man, if
What
you're
do
not
we-
popping a belly button when you're doing it, there's something wrong.
What?
something about a belly button. I don't even want to know.
If you're
Don't
not
touch my
popping
belly.
a belly button when you're doing it.
Don't touch my
Uh,
belly button.
Yeah, I think
No,
he's
from the
saying from the inside.
Ew.
Yeah. So do we have anything else to say about Season of Discovery?
There's lots to come.
There is lots to come. That wasn't even a dirty thing. That's
Oh,
just
well,
there's
with
a
what
lot.
we were just talking about, and then Al saying that.
There's
That's
a lot
your dirty
more.
one.
There's a lot more to come out. We don't
Yeah.
know. We don't know when they're releasing Phase 2, do we?
No, hopefully not too soon. I want to be able to get some things done. But my buddy from work, he did some Black Fathom Deeps. He says good. Black Fathom Depths, whatever.
I
Which is
do.
awesome.
I am going to go there eventually. I just haven't felt like it because I hit 25 and I did some farming and now I'm having fun leveling alts. Like I don't have that urge to go raid.
Yeah, it'd be nice to get a couple alts up. Like if we have time to do a few alts, that'd be good.
Well, I mean, depending on how long we have between phases, like I wouldn't mind having 5 or 6 because like getting to 25 is not hard.
Yeah, if you're doing 5 to 6, we should be able to get 4.
Probably.
Sam,
I
maybe
mean, there's
2.
no reason why not. Sam's already got 2 over level 16.
More than I have. Well,
But anyways, what I was going to say on the note of Season of Discovery, what do you think about wrapping this up, getting a quick bite to eat, and then doing some Wailing Caverns?
that's a did you want to cover any of the news?
I don't know. Do you want to? Is there news?
There's well, we'll cover something important. We're not gonna
Why don't you?
so
Have you gone
Discord
through the
me.
news? Have you gone
Mere
through the
Casual.
news?
There's one that caught my attention is how to make the gold.
Well, why don't you mention any news that you find important, and then we'll end it.
Okay, so go to discord.me/mere casuals. Join us to read the news because we're not
Yeah,
gonna
join
go
our
into-
Discord. Our Discord is awesome.
Yeah, and we're not gonna go through everything. We're just gonna go through some of the stuff that we want to. So they have news on there. We're gonna go back to the 3rd. I think that's probably when we recorded last. They talk about the void touched items. They give you the logs. Then they talk about the runes. We're all past that. They did a variety show. Yippee! Sharpening stones and mana oil found. So those are good things.
Oh, the Black Fathom sharpening stones and mana oil.
Yep.
Yeah, I've seen people linking those. They look kind of cool.
Yep. The devs respond to the metamorphosis criticism, so they made things a little bit easier for the people that thought it was a little too hard. Bless
Yeah,
you.
see, that's the rune that you needed. Hold on.
I'm good.
Back
You good?
to
You done?
I'm dead.
So yeah, that's one of the ones, one of the few I think that you need the raid zone to get the rune. So they made it easier.
Yeah, so they had the devs respond to the metamorphosis criticism. Then the following news says that changes are incoming. So I don't know what they did because I don't play a warlock.
Oh, they haven't changed it yet.
Well, that was
Admit
on the
it.
4th. So they probably have.
Oh, so they probably have. Yeah.
Yeah, now they've also changed the carry multiple supply shipment crates at once. This is the finished crates.
Completed one.
You cannot have multiple incomplete crates.
Yes,
and I
which
didn't
is
realize-
why I was saying bring some supplies with you. If you're out farming and you have enough bag space, bring a few stacks of this and that. If you have some crates that you know you can finish, then you've got a chance of being able to finish one on the spot and just continue farming instead of having to go back.
Now, I didn't know that this was an issue because I've had multiple crates on me. Like I had 2 at once, I think, before this news even came out.
Completed ones?
Yes.
Yeah, because they changed it like I think before we recorded last week. Like it's been a while. Like they changed it pretty early on.
All right. So the next news is DPS rankings, but it's for Wrath of the Lich King. Who cares?
Yeah, nobody cares.
How to unlock all new class role combinations. Season of Discovery is in there. If you want the spoilers, read that. I won't read it because it's probably spoilers. A few hunter hot fixes. Apparently, there's something about the Scorpid they didn't like. Rogue Hotfix.
Yeah, apparently they nerfed the Scorpid pet a little bit, but it's still the best pet.
So there's something with Saber Slash and Deadly Poison stacking fixed in Season of Discovery. They did adjustments. Okay, so the boss, they were tired of people AVing it, so they were zerging the boss.
Yeah.
They said, screw it. The boss is now immune until you take out his lieutenants. So they've done that. And I may be wrong. I saw your look. But
my look was I was just going to comment on it, but I was waiting till you were finished.
Okay, I thought you were going to correct me. So yeah, you have to fight the other bosses in the thing before you can fight the main boss, from what I understand. I've not been in it.
Yeah, I didn't do Ashen Veil. Ashen Veil is AV. Weird. I didn't do AV before the change, but I have done it since. And what you have to do is each faction has 3 mini bosses. And once you kill the faction's 3 mini bosses, the end boss spawns and everyone goes and zergs it. The whole thing still doesn't take very long, but I didn't do it without. But you have to kill the mini bosses first.
Now, apparently there's an issue with the layering as well. If you layer into new ones, you don't get the rep anymore. So you don't stack rep, apparently.
Well, that's probably for the best.
Yeah. Season Discovery hotfixes on Seal of Martyrdom and Shamanistic Rage. I didn't read that. I should read that. Shamanistic. That's one I need to get, is a Shamanistic Rage.
Oh, you don't have that yet? That's
No.
Shamanistic Rage is awesome.
Yeah, so they nerfed it, I guess, but you know what? I didn't have it beforehand, so I won't notice.
I'm sure the nerf version is still good.
There is something there about how to reach important zones on foot in Season of Discovery. I am curious what zones they're talking about. Are you interested in seeing what they want to get you to? The answer is yes. Oh, travel.
What do they want?
So Alliance travel to Horde zone. So it says getting to Hillsbrad Foothills as Alliance. Okay, they show you a bunch of maps.
Don't you just go through wetlands in Arathi?
Yeah, pretty much.
Do people not know that?
I don't know.
Do people not know how to get to zones?
No.
There is a guide there. So if you want to learn how you're going to get to somewhere, give it a look-see.
Or open your map in game and you just like look at it.
Well, there might be something you don't think about as a casual player, and you'll want to see it
As
easier
a
way.
mere casual player.
As a mere casual.
And there's a thing about how does Wowhead get game data? One is my name. The other is
Steal
not.
it.
Who cares? The camp lieutenants.
It's getting yellow.
For the Canadians out there. The camp lieutenants. There's no F in that, by the way.
Lieutenant.
They're lieutenants. Have been
Lieutenant?
buffed in battle for Ashenvale. And now required to kill faction leaders. We just talked about that. December 6th hotfixes, Grisby and Ashenvale adjustments. So there's adjustments in there. They talk about strategy guides for the bosses, the mount, which you can now get at friendly. You don't need to be honored.
Nice. I didn't even know how to get it. I hadn't looked it up yet.
So the Ashenvale exclusive mounts in Season of Discovery can now be purchased for 10 gold once you reach friendly with the Warsong Gulch reputation. So
it is 10 gold.
Yes. So you may have to go up to the Outriders camp just inside of the Barrens. Maybe. But I don't know. Read the guide. It'll tell you where to get it. Boss loot guide in there for Black Fathom Deeps. Hunters, you can tame wyverns. That's exciting. I like wyverns.
Like down in Thousand Needles? Is that
Yes.
the closest to Wyvern?
Yes.
What are those, like level 28 or something? Aren't those too high?
No. I was down there. I was killing them before. They're like 22 to 23, maybe.
Oh, okay. I thought they were higher than that.
Even some lower. The dangerous thing in the Thousand Needles. No. Stone Talon.
Oh, I forgot there was wyverns in Stone Talon.
That's what
I was thinking of the ones up on the cliff in Thousand Needles.
Yeah. There's even something on here on how to get the Dark Moon Fair storage box 14 slot bag, but Dark Moon Fair will leave today. So by the time you hear this, is done. So just prepare for the next time it shows up in Goldshire.
Which will be in Goldshire.
So good luck. Yeah. I got my bag.
Well, I mean, on some servers, it's not an issue.
Yeah.
Okay, any more news?
Well, there's I passed a bunch, but there's the Best in Slot Phase 1 gear guide on Wowhead now.
I don't care.
The variety show they talked about. Season of Gold Making. This is the one I want to read. There's other things there as well. Interesting, but let's see if there's anything interesting in the gold.
I'm listening.
Give you a see at that. Scrooge McDuck diving into a pile. It's not actually a picture of that. There's a lot of words. Read it.
Yeah, several.
Somebody did graph on there, which looks like a penis penetrating something.
What are we talking about?
I'm looking at Wowhead.
Okay.
It's well worth the watch, if nothing else, than for this excellent MS Paint graph explaining the economy. It is quite the picture. You remember we were talking about a certain artist?
Yeah.
We were?
Him a little bit.
What artist?
I know who you're talking about. I'll tell Josh later.
I just don't remember this at all.
So anyway, you can read it. There's some good tips in there. You go fishing, skidding, making some things that go in the boxes.
Hey, that's what I said.
Yeah. So those are all good things. The fishing, if you can get into some of the higher zones, just keep your ass out of trouble. You can get some stuff out of the
PvP
puddle.
server, by the way.
Yes. If you're not in a PvP server, why are you even playing? No, I'm just kidding. I'm jealous of you right now, really.
I kind of like it. Here's my reasoning. Are you done what you were saying about the news?
Yes. Yeah, there's a lot of news there. Read it. Check the gold buying if you're interested. But like I said, we've already mentioned the good ways, and Josh wants to talk.
So here's the just something to think about on a closing note here. Here's my reasoning behind being on board with the PvP server and kind of liking it. So we're in a server right now. First of all, 1 to 25, you can get 1 to 25 without leaving sanctuary zones. So at the point we are now, it doesn't really even, it's not a big deal because we're not at risk. But as soon as we start leaving, there's stuff that we need to do in non-sanctuary zones. But what it's going to do is it's going to force us as a group of friends playing the game to do these things together. So like we've got runes that me and Sam have a rune that we need to get in Darkshire.
Which
Heart of
Al
Alliance
probably
territory.
does.
Al, no, I checked. Al doesn't have one there.
Oh.
But Heart of Alliance territory, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to get a group of us together, and it's going to be a whole adventure. Like we're going to have to go, we're going to have to sneak and fight our way in. We're going to have to find the mob. We're going to have to try and kill them. And it's not just going to be a walk up, kill mob, walk away situation that's kind of boring. Like it's something that we actually have to put some thought and effort into. Like maybe we need to bring some potions. Maybe we need to to try and time it with something going on so there's less population. Like I don't know. Like it's
when Ashenvale's going on.
Yeah, well, Ashenvale's always going on, I think. But yeah, it's like, do you know what I mean? Like it's a thing where like I want to go get my rune. I can't just go do it solo.
It will be an open world raid.
Yeah, I need to do it with people, and I think there should be more doing things with people in a game like WoW because that's kind of what the whole game is built around.
So there's a few things I thought of. Are you done? Sorry.
Yeah.
So there's a few things I thought of when you said sneak around. It reminded me I was playing my rogue today. One thing they did nerf was my Shadow Step rune because I was trying to pop behind people. I have to be stealth now. I didn't have to be stealth. Now, as I was also scrolling on this gold guide, they talk about the secret runes, which I think are behind the rich guy, if I'm not mistaken. And it says to be able to purchase these runes, you must complete 3 turn-ins, and it tells you right here what the turn-ins are. You need spoilers, turn it off if you don't want to know, 24 fish oil, 20 dark iron ordnance, and 16 shredder turbocharger. So the fish oil is easy to farm in wetlands right outside Menethil Harbor. Just kill murlocs. The murlocs also drop iridescent pearls, which sells for quite a bit. The dark iron ordnance. Okay, so this is going to be interesting. They drop from the dark iron dwarves elites and northern wetlands. So everything's in the wetlands. These are obtainable in a raid group, and the drops seem to be personal, meaning everyone in the group can loot them. Nice. The shredded turbocharger is an item you harvest from shredder mobs using an engineering item guide at the bottom. So read the guide. And one of the more popular helms right now is Humbert's helm.
Yep.
Which you can get from the dwarves in where's Terran Mill and all that other in Hillsbrad.
South Shore. Hillsbrad. Sorry.
Not South Shore.
Oh, is that where that drops?
Yeah, I think
Are
it's
they
them.
elite?
Yes.
Ooh.
I'm pretty sure that's them, but Humbert's Helm. Oh, Humbert's Helm right here. It's a leather headpiece sought after by all agility wearers. It is pre-raid BIS and goes for quite some gold. And I checked this morning, the lowest one was about 75 gold.
Yeah, we should farm that for money.
They drop off elite mobs in Southern Hillsbrad foothills. Link at the bottom. Fishing for trunks, which again is in Stranglethorn Vale. Or if you can get into Tenaris. If they have those things in Tenaris as well, probably a little bit safer. I don't know. I mean, there's lots. Read this up. The Dunguruk Rifleman drops the Humbert's helm.
Yep. That's the elites.
Yeah. So you want to head into Wailing Caverns?
Yeah. I mean, I want to pee and grab a snack first, but yeah.
That's outrageous.
Every time.